A New York woman's jealousy turned deadly in Florida, and now she's facing life behind bars. Welcome back to Bloodline and Headlines. Hit the subscribe button and let's get into this story. So 31-year-old Kayla Thompson has been found guilty of first-degree murder for the brutal stabbing of 23-year-old Kayla Hodgson, her ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend. Prosecutors say Thompson flew from New York to South Florida in July of 2022, plotting revenge. She wanted to confront the woman she saw as a rival, the woman who had blocked her on social media. But that conversation turned into a carnage. At 5 a.m., Thompson showed up at Kayla's apartment disguised with a hat and a mask, using a fake Uber account to get there. Minutes later, Kayla was dead, stabbed dozens of times in her own home. What's scarier than being murdered, prosecutors said, is being murdered in the one place you're supposed to be safe. During the trial, Thompson claimed self-defense. She told the court she was 2 months pregnant and said Kayla had attacked her first by stabbing her with a piece of glass from a hookah. "I blacked out," Thompson said. "I killed her because she came for me and my baby." But prosecutors painted a colder picture. A jealous, insecure woman who planned the killing days in advance. After the attack, Thompson admitted she changed into her victim's clothes, tried to clean the blood, and threw away evidence before leaving. Now tell me, why would someone go this extent for an ex-boyfriend? Like, was she obsessed?
Trying to build a relationship back more than likely that's the reason. But yeah, probably into the world of obsession.
Yeah, I feel like that's borderline obsession because this isn't her boyfriend. It isn't her current boyfriend. It's her ex-boyfriend. So why would you take a flight to confront someone over an ex-boyfriend?
Because somebody is your ex, that don't mean you are their ex. That's the only conclusion that come to my mind. So I don't know what was going through this young lady's mind, because you got to think about it this way. You got to find the trip. You got to book the tickets. It's New York. So you got to get to the airport. Then you have to wait on the plane. Then you have to board the plane, go through security. The flight is what, 2-3 hours? All of that time they're flying down there. You have enough time to change your mind.
Right.
Stop at the airport, get your bags, catch the Uber, go to the lady house. And the fact that she reached 5 a.m. in the morning, I mean, the flight probably done 12 a.m. in the night. So, like, there was so many times she could have just said, hey, you know what? Maybe it's not that deep. But sometimes when people got such anger in their soul, they don't know how to get rid of it. And the fact that she was pregnant and do this, who was the child father? Was it him?
I assume that she's saying that he is the father. I mean, did the boyfriend even the ex-boyfriend even testify? Did he comment?
I didn't see he said anything. The internet was saying that he on with his next girlfriend. So I mean, this was in 2022. This case just happened in 2025. So that's a whole different world for him at this point. So I don't know what went through this lady, Mike. She had so many times and opportunities to say, hey, this is a bad idea. This is a dumb idea. And I also think that not only should she be blamed, but defends them too. Because the thing is, when woman got crazy idea, dumb idea, they always tell their friend. But the question is, did one of the friends say, you go, girl? Or did somebody say, hey, this ain't make no sense?
I mean, with all of that said, like, it's so hard to believe when she said that this was not planned. Like, how was it not planned if you took all of these steps? And even when you showed up at her apartment, you made sure you disguised yourself, you used a fake Uber account, it was premeditated.
Yeah, the whole thing is premeditated. In certain states, this would be automatically capital punishment. You know, automatically, not life in jail, capital punishment, because this is beyond premeditated. But at the same time, there's so many levels of stupidity involved.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have the ticket. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have the text, the tickets, the Uber, everything is leading you to this person's house.
Right.
And then you wear a stupid disguise. Like, I mean, detectives probably like, come on, man. Like, you didn't even try. You know what I mean?
But hold up, you know what was also like bizarre about this was that the victim was cut in her stomach. But Sakinia said she was pregnant. So why would she cut the other lady in her stomach?
Wasn't the other lady pregnant also?
I don't remember seeing that. Like, that was strange to me.
No. Maybe she's cut her in the stomach because of the thought that she could get pregnant for him. So she was doing something to
Prevent that.
We don't know the exact words that were said during the argument.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, we don't know if something could have been said and she's like, no,
It triggered her.
We don't know. All we know is what she's saying because she's the only one who's alive from the situation. But what she's saying ain't making any sense.
Right. So get this. I went to look up Sakinia's name on Facebook, and I found an old Facebook profile that has posts from like 2013, 2015. One of her posts from 2015 says, like these posts are showing a pattern of behavior. So the post says, why do people think having a child would keep a man around?
Right.
Like, she also said there would always be some female that was the official wifey before you. Be lucky if it was you. And this was a post from 2012.
Right. 2012.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just about to ask, was this recently during the situation? But at the end of the day, this just goes to show this is who she was.
Right. And there's other posts that we will attach, but like this just shows a pattern of behavior. This was her way of thinking for many years, and it just escalated.
And I didn't hear or see anything about this being used in the court. So this just means the defense, not defense,
Had enough evidence.
Yeah, they had
already.
enough evidence, but they didn't even have to dig deep enough to find out and prove this person is crazy. Because they could just look at me like,
I mean,
hey, yeah,
you did all that.
You did all of this. We ain't got to dig into your past. Like, you're beyond guilty. You know what I mean? So it's almost like they went in there with full confidence, like, we sending this woman to jail.
Right. So what was the end result of her trial?
Guilty.
She was found guilty of first-degree murder?
Yeah, guilty. Like, if she had beat this case, everybody would have been beyond shock.
Right.
This is beyond premeditated. You know what I mean? This was perfectly planned. A stupid plan, but planned.
Has she been sentenced yet?
She has not been sentenced yet. She has not been sentenced yet. But with first-degree murder, more than likely, she definitely get in life in jail.
Yeah.
Because I think the court, was it in New York or Florida?
It was in Florida.
It was in Florida. I don't know if Florida have the capital punishment. We need to look into that and put that. When you find that out, put it in the comments. But I think definitely life. Definitely life.
Well, now the woman who flew across state lines for love and revenge may spend the rest of her life in a prison cell. From jealousy to murder, one flight, one choice, one life destroyed. Thanks for tuning in to Bloodline and Headlines. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. See you next time.